welcome back. It's Lisa from Critters'n Ink Designs in Ontario, Canada. And today I have a guest stamper with me. Let me just adjust this here. I have a guest stamper, Jenn Petersen, who is also a demonstrator for Stampin' Up, but she's also my upline. So welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Coming. And we decided, we've been fiddling around with this recording software. As you know, I'm struggling a little bit with it, but I think we've kinked it out. And today we're both going to do the so cool April 2021 Facebook Paper Pumpkin.
Paper Pumpkin, this one.
Yeah, I hadn't done mine, and Jennifer brought her. She hadn't done hers either, so we're going to go ahead and do that. And the coordinating colors are what?
The coordinating colors, some of them are retired. So there's Bermuda Bay, Blackberry Bliss, and Old Olive are the current colors that we still have. And then if you've got any in your stash, it would be Bumblebee, Cinnamon Cider, and Terracotta Tile.
Okay, so those are all in colors.
I wonder if they'll come back, any of them.
I wonder if any of them will. I'm excited to see, because when we got that email yesterday, or that notice in the updates, so they're returning some of the old colors and taking away some of the current colors. And it's a mystery. But when do we find out?
The end of March, right before the demonstrators get their access to the catalog.
No, is it clear? Oh, my husband's making us tea, so that's nice.
Yep. Yeah, so that I think we find out March 29th, and then the pre-order for the new catalog for demonstrators, if you're interested, comes in April 1st.
Yeah, so exciting. Is it April 1st or April 4th?
Somewhere around
beginning of
April.
Close up,
beginning of April. Close enough.
All right, so let's switch down to the desk. And I'm just going to, I don't think we need that, do you? Or no, because we don't both fit in there, so I'm going to get rid of that. So I'll move my mouse. So Jennifer is more in the screen, so I'm going to work along with her, but you'll be watching her mostly.
One of the things that happens with me is I struggle with these special shape cards, and sometimes with just some of my paper pumpkins in general. I like regular standard cards. So what you'll find me doing is probably cutting these apart and using and making them card fronts using coordinating cardstock. I don't know what Lisa will do with hers, but
yeah, I do that a lot, and also with envelopes. Sometimes, you know, like even these ones, I grab an envelope here. Look at how pretty the inside of this envelope is. I mean, this would make a great front of a card.
It would, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just going to pop out a couple of these things to get us very sparkly silver paper.
Yeah. So just quickly, this is how I store my paper pumpkin stamps. Every month. Well, not every month. Most months, it is a stamping kit. So you'll get a set of stamps. And on your first kit, if you're a new subscriber, you do get a little block. That looks like
the D size block, but it's skinny.
Yeah, it's a D size block, but it's little like this. And then I prefer to use the ergonomic blocks. Yeah, like these. Just because for me, because I have longer nails, it's easier for me to stamp with. But these work perfectly well.
Yep. And they fit every stamp that comes in a paper pumpkin. So
that's right. And then if you go onto paperpumpkin.com each month, they have this little flyer that you can print off, and I just trim it down to fit into these envelopes that I got on Amazon. And I can actually link this particular envelope if you're interested in storing your stamps this way. I just keep them right in between.
That's interesting.
And then
I just fold mine in. Like I have a different system than Lisa, but I fold mine in half and just stick it in.
Well, I like this because I can just
I
keep them in a plastic shoebox, and then I can see what the stamps are. So I'm looking for a particular.
I like that.
Yeah, if I'm looking for a particular sentiment or a little, say, a watermelon, then I know that it's in there. And actually, Doreen, who you've seen in my videos before, Doreen actually photocopies this like as a page and puts it in a binder, so she can just flip through her binder.
Yeah,
and
that's a good idea.
Immediate access. Yeah, she knows what she's doing. So I may copy you for that one. So what do you
I just cut it off, and what I usually do with mine is when I cut them apart like this, I'll put this on the card front, and then I put this on the inside of the card to write on. Like, it doesn't have to be square. So if I'm going to say, let's see here, I brought. Is that going to be too much? This is also creating on the fly.
Creating on the fly.
So we'll just cut this in half.
Color is that Bermuda
This
Bay?
is Bermuda Bay that I've got here. And I can give you one. Score.
You can do it on the table. So
I'm so used to the table being such a mess that most of my there you go. Most of my cutting gets done either on the chair beside me or on my lap, just like so. Yeah. Because everybody has a nice big mess when they craft, right? They just you only need a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 size blank space in front of you, and even then I'm just doing it right on the envelope. There we go. So I do have to get some of this out of the way though. These lovely stickers, they're kind of fun.
Oh, are those stickers?
Yeah.
Oh, fun. I'm just gonna reach in front of you here, sorry.
Yeah.
So we have to get some glue.
So we've got that. We've got some of these. You can see by the front of the card here. The paper pumpkin instructions have gotten much better. They listen to us with that. But this particular set, it's easier to look at the front of the cards to see this front of the instructions to see what goes where. So we've got with this watermelon, you can use, I guess one of these is what they're thinking. Way to go! You can do that, or you can mix and match however you feel. Do you want your watermelon to be this way or that way? Who knows? So then what have we got here? So I've got that. We can, the sentiments. Where did my stamp set go? Losing things already.
Oh, here, have mine.
Seriously lost it. That's funny.
Not in the envelope? Under here?
Oh, maybe it is.
Or did it stick to the cutter?
No, it's right here.
Oh. No, that's the one I just took out
that's
here.
the one that, I don't know. Did it stick to the cutter? It shouldn't have. Because it's not. Anyhow,
I was doing a video the other day and I couldn't figure out where the heck did my stamp set go because it was right on the table and it had stuck to the bottom of my trimmer. I looked, no word of a lie, I had to trim it out of
these old style stamps. I've more than once has it stuck under there.
Yeah. So go ahead and use those. But it was stuck on the bottom of my trimmer, and I bet you I looked for 20 minutes. And then I thought, okay, I'm going to retrace my steps. And there they were.
Okay, so I've decided to use Hey There.
Just want to look at the colors again. I can't remember what you said. Cinnamon Cider Bumblebee. Okay, so terracotta.
So I'm just going to go ahead and you got a whole bunch of these little circles and banners for stamping on. So I'm going to stamp Hey There on that one and take it out. Sometimes when you're doing these, it's better to take it out before, but you can see that pretty clearly. So I don't know if you want to use that one.
Sure.
As well. So let's see here. We've got this. We've got this. We're going to.
I'm just going to grab a newer paper pumpkin and show the difference.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. They really have come a long. Well, paper pumpkin, in fact, has come so far. When I look back at the original ones, you only got 4 cards in a kit. Can you even imagine? It was still $20 or something like that, plus the $25.
Oh wow!
I know it's more expensive now, but the first kit had 4 cards in it. I still have one of those cards at home, so. And this kit came. So you got the silvery sparkle stuff that you can use, and then there's this. This is Bumblebee here. Nice twine. And one of the things it does come with, because a paper pumpkin is a kit in a box, is a little ruler in there. That they've done for a long time. And it says 12 inches, so 9 plus 3 will give us.
Yeah. So I store my instructions in these little binders. You can get them in the online store. And I just punch 2 holes in it and pop it in this little binder. Oh, this is an older one. 2020. So when did they?
This goes back. You got that.
These
to
are all
18.
still the black and white ones.
Shows
Shows you how organized I'm not.
Well, mate, is the North Pole one?
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm just gonna go ahead and start the
Oh, thank you.
tea delivery. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
So I've just glued my watermelon down. I'm gonna stick this kind of there. Why not?
Yeah.
Don't do whatever makes you happy with these things, because they and then they wanted us to put dimensionals under there, so I think I will do that. Dimensionals.
So quickly, while she's looking for her dimensionals, I'm just going to show you the difference in the card kit instructions. So that's how they used to be until about 2021, right?
Well, this is 2021,
Well,
so
this is
that
2021.
so it must have happened at some point during that time, or
Yeah. So that was your instructions. Not very comprehensive, and this is how they are now. Way better.
gets their own.
It even tells you where to put the dimensionals and everything. So the kits have come a really long way. And when you buy the other kits, as opposed to Paper Pumpkin, they are completely all-inclusive, and they have a block in every stamping kit. So if the kit has stamps, you also get a block, not like Paper Pumpkin.
It's a great way to build up your blocks, actually.
Oh, yeah.
For doing projects where you're doing multiple stamping, it's great to have extra blocks.
Yeah. Tea out of the way there.
So there, I've just.
Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Whoops, I just dropped my
So
card.
I just trimmed. I made it a little neater. I could have trimmed. I could have tried to make that full border a little narrower if I cared, but I didn't. And so it just got a little hay there. It really gives a nice little sparkle. And then on the inside, I will just use this again.
I'm just gonna look through the colors and see if another color will coordinate with.
I chose to bring with me crushed curry for the bumblebee, and
I actually have a whole package of bumblebee.
Well, it's on the current clearance rack right now, I think.
Yeah, it is actually.
I noticed a couple of my.
So I
people
could
have been
do
picking that up.
maybe so old olive. So what I'm doing is I've made a 4 by 5 1/4 piece of every single color that we have, and when I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do.
So old olive. This is old olive is one of the coordinating colors. That's granny apple. But this old olive or pear pizzazz would probably work because those are coordinating.
Or evening evergreen.
Of course, my usual comment is that Mother Nature doesn't worry so much. So why do we? It'll all look fine.
100%. That old olive right there. Yeah. So there's old olive. Yep. So you could definitely use that as your card base if you wanted to. But I like bringing in the turquoise. You're much braver with color than I am.
Well, I figure Stamping Up told us they coordinated.
Yeah.
So why not?
Why not? So I'm way behind you, so I better get my.
No, that's okay. Here. So now I've got the front there, and I think I'm just going to pick one of these stickers. These stickers would also be great for putting on the front of the envelope. But I think I'm just going to pick 1, 2.
Are you putting one on the inside?
Yeah. Just for decoration purposes up here. And then you can still write your little message. And that's it. Pretty simple.
Yeah, I didn't really go through this kit. I have so many paper pumpkins.
It really depends on what's happening in life in the moment, right? Like
you're right.
So it's a kiwi popsicle.
Oh, that's fun.
Oops. Losing.
I don't typically use glimmer paper, but sometimes it just calls for it, doesn't it?
You know, it's funny because I think it depends on what you started with. I'm so used to glimmer paper coming off everywhere. And today's glimmer paper just doesn't do that.
Oh, you mean like glitter all over the place?
Yeah.
I know. That drives me bananas.
But it just doesn't happen so much now. I'm gonna this time I am going to use well, what another lady on our team calls friggin' purple, because this purple gets everywhere. The ink is terrible. It goes everywhere. It's so dark.
Who says that?
Leslie calls it friggin' purple.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
I think when it first came out, she was crafting with a bunch of her ladies, and it was just a mess. Because as you know, if you get inky fingers, it can really do a number on your project.
Oh yeah. Yep.
But it's one of those things. Today I was just coming up to Lisa's house, and like we were saying, we we're going to work on this video stuff, and I have to. I'm terribly behind in equipment, so I'm trying to learn myself, and so I just grabbed the paper pumpkin. But what I love about that is it literally took me 5 minutes. I opened up the package, I saw what papers I might want to have, I saw what ink I might want to bring with me. I grabbed those things, and 5 minutes later, I've got this whole kit that I could have taken anywhere.
Yeah,
really, like, so if you're out, I mean, I used to do it. I take it, work on it at the airport if you're going on a trip, or if you taking kids to any activity where you're going to be sitting and not really participating.
Yeah.
Very easy. So now let's see here.
This is just back here. If you need it. So let's see. Oh yeah.
Not anybody watching us or anything.
Just email. So what are you doing with that thing?
What am I doing with this thing? I don't know. I'm just kind of, I think I'll use a banner.
I'm going to trim this envelope and open it up and see what we get.
Okay.
Usually when I'm working by myself, this desk is enough of a mess, and now there's two of us.
We're doing okay. We're doing okay.
How far over does that go? So about a half an inch. So let's.
Really can't believe I can't find the stamps. That's so funny.
It didn't fall on the floor.
I don't know.
Georgie didn't steal it.
Possibly. Cats. Oh, it's right here.
Oh, there you go.
Underneath, of course. Just trying to think. So cool. I don't want to do that.
All right, so. That looks like garden green, actually. I thought that kind of looked like garden green.
Well, that's the thing. It's probably like it's shaded, right? So, it's shaded. So
You have your. Oh, I thought you were going to test it on here first.
Oh.
Bermuda Bay, Blackberry Bliss. So I'm going to grab some Old Olive. Oh, shoot. Sorry.
No worries. Set my glasses.
Here,
They
let
went
me
into the
move
bag.
this to over here.
You are so cool.
Thank you. Why, yes, I am.
A handy dandy baby wipe.
Here we go. I hope they don't retire Old Olive. That's one of my favorite colors.
Well, I was thinking. Catherine was asking me the other day about the refresh and all that. We had a little 2-minute chat, and it's funny how many, when you go back, how many of the colors that we think are key to the lineup were not so, like, in the last 15 years we're in color. Soft suede wasn't in color.
Was it?
Yeah. Well, Blackberry Bliss. I think Bermuda Bay was. I'd like to thank Brian King because he's the guy who's been blogging and all. I found a blog where he went through right back to when I think they started the In Colors, which was like the early 2000s.
Oh, really?
And there used to be 6 of them. And they didn't overlap. Like they would just run and then you'd get a different 6.
Right.
And then they went to the 5 that would last for 2 years.
I like the fact that they overlap.
Yeah.
Because every second year you get a new bunch of colors. This doesn't, I thought that this would be more like this is the garden green.
Yeah. More like the Bermuda Bay. That's what that
it's kind of green. I don't know what that is.
I think it's meant to be Bermuda Bay, but it might have come up differently
because,
on the.
Yeah. But I think, I don't know. No, I think I can use the Old Olive, but I find maybe the Old Olive's a little bit drab for this.
Do you like these things?
I do.
Everybody has a love or hate with these things. I like them on certain circumstances. Like if you want, they're just little glue dots, really. So it's just a question of.
I use them quite a bit, and I stockpile them because they're handy for traveling.
Oh, I never. Yeah, they are handy.
And I just
that's what's
keep
nice
them in a little plastic envelope, and I take them with me when I go to my daughter's or whatever. Yep. So I'm just gonna grab.
And they're little, like they're about half the size of our actual glue dots, which is what I like. So if you're thinking you want something that's a little less higher profile, because the glue dots do add a tiny bit of dimension.
Yeah.
But when you're sticking stuff on this glittery paper, you won't need something that's more substantial than just tape runner. Stick that and push that down a little bit, so it's like that.
So how big is this?
Oh, that's to get the.
I just want to get my correct
dimensions
here. So just go to the inches side. Sorry if I'm making a lot of noise with this paper. So this is 4 7/8 by 4. So if I go to
4 7/8.
Yeah, it's 4 7/8.
Or
right. So if I go 4
3/4
by. Well, here I have a solution. I did these card layers.
Oh yeah. Oh.
And I used these. And so basically what I did was I started with a 4 by 5 1/4.
Right.
And I just went down in 1/4 inch increments for layering. And then, you know, if you want a smaller, then just add 1/8 of an inch to this. So this would be 3 7/8 instead of 3 3/4 kind of thing. But I just did in quarter-inch increments, and I actually put a set together for each of my stepdaughters because they like to do the paper pumpkins and things like that. And they're very new to stamping, so I gave them each a set of these, and just to help them learn how to layer properly. So my problem is with this 4 3/4 with this piece of envelope that I've cut out is that it's an awkward size. So what I need to do is figure out what's a good size that will actually fit on this piece of paper. So I can do 3.5 by 4 and 3/4. I just want to fix the zoom here because that's better. So if I cut this to 3.5 by 4 3/4, I'm off to the races. So I'm going to do that. So this is a really good idea if you struggle with layering and things like that. And then I just keep them in one of these little stamp containers that you can buy at Stampin' Up. They come in a package of 4. And
I love those.
They're so handy. I use them for so many things.
I keep like my embellishments and stuff that, like, you know, there's one, I've got one for the pearls and one for the rhinestones, and then
yeah, I forget what I said. 4 3/4.
I'm sorry, was I actually supposed to pay attention to what you put it away so quick?
Let's see, 3.5 by
Don't get
4
old.
3/4. Is that right? 3.5 by 4 3/4. Yeah. All right.
Now
so
just cut it the right way.
3.5. Yeah, exactly. And then 4 3/4 will be. Oh, it is 4 3/4. There you go. Yeah. So this theoretically, this should just sit quite nicely right in the middle of there, and there you go.
Good job.
So I'll go ahead and glue that down. I have no plan here whatsoever. I'm flying by the seat of
none
my pants.
None of us have any plans.
Yeah, I just
take this paper pumpkin and make it.
Just winging it here.
That's the trick.
You're doing it according to paper pumpkin? No, you're not.
No, I'm not. I sometimes use it, I guess, as a guide.
Yeah.
But with this one, I mean, this paper pumpkin could be super simple. You just fold it in half, you stick the little sentiment on there, and that goes in your envelope. That's the actual card. That's the way it's designed to be.
That would be great for like a little gift card add-on for a gift for, say, a grandchild or something.
Or you know, a party. Like if you're going to have like a little birthday party, these could be the invitations.
Yeah.
Summer parties. But like I said, it's me. I struggle with you know, just these shaped cards. So
I think I swiped your instructions.
Yeah, probably.
We'll figure it out right here. Let's see. What will I put on there now?
I want it over here. So yeah, but that's also the good thing about paper pumpkin is that you can either choose to follow the instructions or not, and you can or you can follow it. Sometimes what I do is I put one together exactly the way it is, just to get me kind of going.
Yeah.
And then now if I was going to do this again, which I might, I would maybe take like this and stamp around, like give some sort of dimension to the background piece, because that's popping off the page at you, but it could be fun if there was like little.
Well, there's little dots here. You could still do it.
Or I could still do it around there.
A little block?
Sure.
Is that big enough?
Yep. Perfect.
All right. So I'm going to take this watermelon.
So if we just go around here, color on color.
Yeah, that makes such a difference, eh?
Sometimes just a little piece of interest. Spin it around so they're not all in the same direction. Stamp some off the page. Sometimes I find we overthink things too. Like it just.
Oh, I'm the poster child. The cat hair off the stamp here.
I was just thinking that. I always think when people are, this is coming from a pet-free home. I'm
Not
like,
here.
You're gonna smoke, but you're gonna definitely get a stray dog or cat. Well, with me, dogs. With you, cats.
Me, cat.
There's
two
no
cats. Thus the name Critters'n Creativity. Oh, the sun is coming in. It's so bright. This is actually not an ideal time to be stamping in this room because the sun is like right there. But that's okay.
This particular day, this particular season.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna put this like this. I'm just gonna try and make that straight. Not bad.
Yay!
Yeah, not bad at all. And let's see. Well, I'm not sure. I was going to put this here, but I don't know what color to put it in.
You could use one of the stickers because they
Oh,
have.
you know what? I could. Yeah.
Because they have a couple different sizes and shapes.
Yeah. Excuse me. Sometimes I find I don't use all the stamps though, and I'm trying to make myself be more conscious of using the stamps.
Oh yeah, no, because they give you a lot of really cool stamps that technically you don't need.
Yeah.
But I think I often recommend Paper Pumpkin as a way for beginner crafters even to start to collect sentiment stamps and things like that, because you always get good sentiments. That's usually what you're stamping.
Yeah.
And then the other ones are like a little bit of an added bonus.
Yeah. There, that's cute. And I'm going to follow suit, and I'm going to
I did clean it, yeah.
And I'm going to use the Bermuda Bay here. Just put a few little.
I keep putting purple. You notice I keep putting the purple away because that's exactly the one that will just be everywhere. So yeah, I'm just gonna put that in there like that. And
it's amazing what a few dots will do for a card.
There you go.
My husband's working on his model airplane today down here. So we're all crafting.
We're all crafting away. That's right. Excellent.
Okay. So I'm gonna pop this up on.
Oh, look at you! How do you find everything when it's in rainbow color?
What do you mean?
I keep all of my inks in the color families. So one of the things I get to do when when we get a color refresh is I get to like move the colors to the other rows.
I don't actually. I just put them. I guess rainbow. Yeah, I never thought about it, to be honest with you. I just put them where they're easy to.
See, everybody has their things. My inks are all in the order in which they come in the catalog. Specifically, not just in the families, but in the order in which they list them in the families. And
really?
And my paper too.
I do my paper alphabetically.
Oh.
And
I don't know how I mean, I'm sure everybody has their own thing and it's all good, but
that's what works for me. I think it's just the way my brain works. And I have, I should do a video on that, how I have my paper organized. I think I showed it once. I'll grab one of my folders and I think I showed it in my last video actually. There, oh my goodness, look at how cute that is. This is the inside of the watermelon that we used on the front of this card.
Yeah.
So this is the.
So she's going to get a whole extra. You just add in your own envelopes and you've got a whole extra card.
Yeah, because this was the inside of the envelope. And then this was the other side of the watermelon. So I threw a watermelon on here because obviously that's watermelon. And then on the inside, I'm just going to reach in front of you. Jen.
Yep, grab away. You've got a whole bunch of. Lisa's got a whole bunch of pre-cut innards.
I do. So this is what I do. Is I pre-cut my Very Vanilla, and I have it with the Very Vanilla envelopes, and then I pre-cut my basic white, and I have my basic white envelopes here, and then I have different sizes of envelopes if I need them, and I've got my little note card ones here, and then I have a couple of black because I do use black fairly often, and then back here I have my masking paper so that it's always handy.
Oh, nice.
So I'm just gonna grab a couple of these so that I'm not constantly hanging over you.
Whatever. Whatever.
There.
So there you go. You see
Oh yeah. Yeah. Hold it up. The light in here is kind of you're getting glare.
Yeah. I don't know. Anyway.
I can see it.
Go. I did it. I promise. What's the other one? Let's see here. What other shape have we got to play with?
So happy birthday. So I think I'm going to take a couple of markers. So sweet sorbet.
This one is not an ice cream, or it's just a nice happy rainbow.
And olive. All right. Oh, and black, I mean. Black is here. So what I'm going to do with this watermelon is I'm going to use my water-based markers to stamp with. Let me grab another block. Is that going to fit on there? Yeah. So this is a technique, I don't know what you call it, but so I'm using the water base. These are the Stampin' Right markers. So here I've got Sweet Sorbet, Old Olive, and Basic Black. So to color this, instead of trying to maneuver around a stamp pad, I'm just going to take the brush tip and I'm going to just drag my brush tip on the wide side where I want the green to be.
Maybe you can see it if it's on the way.
Maybe. Where I want the green to be. Oh, and you know what? I wanted that to be red, so let me just wipe that off.
I've got a little baby wipe here if you need it.
I think I'm good, but I have ink all over my hands now. So I'm going to do Old Olive on this part of the block. And then I'm going to do Sweet Sorbet on the inside of the watermelon. And then for the seeds, I'm going to take the black Stampin' Right marker and I'm just going to rub the tip over the seeds. There, how cute. And then I'm just going to huff on it. And then I'll stamp it on Jennifer so you can see. See how you get, I don't know, let me try and zoom in here. There, so you can see I have the two different colors. I've got the green, the red, and the black. So there'd be three colors. And this is a great way to have multicolors on your stamps without trying to stand on your head getting the ink where you need it to be. I think you could probably also use daubers, but I don't think you'd get as clean of.
What you can't use is the blends, the alcohol-based.
No, yeah, they won't work. All they'll do is stain your stamp.
And they dry too fast, and huffing doesn't work to rehydrate the ink.
No.
So I've decided I'm going to change my mind here for a minute. I'm going to go to this rainbow card because I had an idea.
Okay, I'll just do the Old Olive. You can't really see what I'm doing. I'm in the corner here, but I'll show you when I'm finished. So this is a little bit more time consuming to do it this way, but you get the finish that you want. So I'm using a 4x5 1/4 piece of, oh, let me zoom back out here, sorry. There you go. So I'm using a 4x5 1/4 piece of basic white, and I'm just going to stamp a watermelon in the corner. There we are. Isn't that cute?
The adorbs.
So cute.
It brings a different kind of life to the.
Yeah, it's fun. And then, what will I put on the inside? I don't remember if I cleaned that or not. I think I did.
I'm going to be tying this string around this particular. I'm going to put a couple pieces on the back here to stick the string to.
I'm going to put "You Are So Cool" on the inside.
You're so cool. Thanking you.
Is there a song like that? You're so cool. Oh no, it's You're So Vain. Vain. Oh well.
I bet you think this card is made for you.
That's right. Don't quit your day job.
All the kids. I used to always sing in the car, and the kids would be like holding their ears.
Oh no. Kids, gotta love them.
Whatever, kids. But the boys, Megan never sang, but the boys were both in Razzmatazz at ENSS.
What's Razzmatazz?
Razzmatazz is the choir, like it's a jazz singing group that ENSS
has.
Fun.
So that's the local high school for those. Yeah. Oh, we have a viewer. Yay. If you're our viewer, can you say hello, please? So that we know who you are.
Welcome to the crazy crafting session.
It won't be Doreen because she's scuba diving in Thailand, a little stinker. She's having a great time, I'm sure. I was talking to her briefly this morning. Oh no, she's sleeping right now because they're exactly 12 hours different. So it's quarter to 1 in the morning for her.
We hope she's sleeping.
Oh yeah, she celebrated her 80th career dive, and she only started diving when she was late 40s, early 50s. Yeah. So good for her. Like, she has more nerve than I do. I don't know if I need to refresh the chat or not. I'm going to try that and just see.
Let's see. So then I brought, what did I bring? I brought, because of the terracotta tile, I brought Cajun.
That looks okay.
Not sure if that's the color I want, but it does kind of, it is a similar vein of color than as no, I don't want it.
Oh, it's Susan. Hi, Susan.
Hi, Susan.
Susan is also part of our team. So, welcome, welcome.
We're just crafting away here, Susan.
Yeah, we just got a wild hair this morning and decided to just make a few cards and crack open one of our many paper pumpkins. My closet is actually so full of paper pumpkins.
And we happen to have the same one that we hadn't done.
Yeah. So this is one of my alternatives that I decided to make. So I actually really like that. And so that's 2. What will I do next? Maybe I'll do a rainbow.
I was thinking about that rainbow one, but then I had this idea. Crafting on my lap as per.
Yeah, this table's barely big enough for me, much less than both of us.
The sad part is I'm often doing this at my large class craft table. That's how bad it is.
Oh, because you're covered?
Yeah, because I'm covered as far as I can reach on that table.
Yeah, I hear you.
There's usually other stuff stuck around. So this time I am going to remember to do some background stamping before.
I should put these back so that I know what we have. You're so cute. It's a gift, right?
It is. We're special people, that's for sure. I'll start using my own stamp set now that I found it over here.
Okay. I'm gonna close this because sure as heck I'll get some. Susan, have you got your? Do you get paper pumpkin?
It's got a fun new project on the go.
I'm gonna grab some crushed curry. It's not bumblebee, but it's close enough.
Yeah, it's pretty. I mean, when you put the thing is, it's always funny because people say, "Oh, that's so close to this," and if you actually had bumblebee here, you would say that's nothing like that. But
I do actually have.
But when you don't put them side by side, you don't notice it.
No.
So in a situation like this where it's just a slight color, it's close enough because there's such a variation actually in the color within the rainbow and within the popsicles that it won't matter.
Oh, she says not right now. It got ahead of me. Well, yeah, you should see my closet.
I have it on my shelf up in my craft room, and then I also have it in my basement in a Rubbermaid bin, the old ones.
Well, I've decided that we're going to, or I'm going to make a point of getting my kits kitted out because they're sitting there collecting dust, and I mean it's just silly.
Yep. So I'm creating a background just using words.
Oh wow, that's so neat. Oh, we have another viewer, so I can see that we have two. Yay, we have two.
How long have we been crafting? Gosh, guys, you don't need to go back and see. We can just show you what we've done. Here's
45 minutes. Yeah, so whoever is new popping in, please say hello so that we know who you are. And trying to figure out what to do with this.
It's that because they're not designed to go on the front of cards.
No,
it's they're kind of a funny
maybe I'll
shape. Do it that way.
Yeah, but I'm not sure I like just the white, just that on there. It needs something.
Well, that's why I get into.
But I might copy you and do that, or
you might not.
Or do these little dotty dots.
You could do the little dotty dots.
I'm gonna go get my crushed curry.
And I was gonna worry about how straight this is, but I'm not. I mean, straight enough is straight enough, right?
Yeah. Oh, whoever it was left.
He said they're not doing anything fun.
We're not. We're not entertaining enough. Oh well.
They'll come back.
I think
they're even doing an old paper pumpkin, not even a new paper pumpkin. But today is the last day to subscribe to the March paper pumpkin. It's the 10th birthday. It's the 10th birthday, and as always in March on the birthday, they throw in something extra. Usually a stamp set, and that's what it is this year as well. So there's going to be 2 stamp sets in this month's package.
Yeah. I think I'm going to re-ink my crushed curry because I'm not getting much of an ink there. So this is a good, if you're unsure how to, oh my, I keep forgetting that I should talk at my microphone. If you're unsure how to
re-ink.
Yeah, thank you.
It's amazing how much of re-inking that's something people don't do is they just buy the ink pad thinking it'll last forever. And it lasts a good long time. It can be very much affected by where you store them.
Yeah.
Whether or not you leave them open on the table a long time.
Well, mine are used quite well. So I mean, certainly.
But I re-ink mine more now that I've moved upstairs than my basement. And just that change in in the humidity of the it must just be a little bit damper down there. I was right near the sump pump. And so I think I almost never re-inked my ink pads down there, and now that I'm upstairs, I'm doing it all the time.
So I'm just putting ink on there, and I'm gonna let it sink in for a second, and I'm going to grab a baby white. Oh, thanks. Oh, yours is well used. Look at mine too.
You know it's real bone when it starts to absorb the color.
Yeah. So I'll grab a baby white. My husband is sanding. I'm just going to shut the door.
Done.
Okay, we're just doing a live. So.
Not that we weren't doing the live when he came in with
the tea and looking for a marker. All right, so I'm just going to ice it in as if you were icing a cake. And I'm just going to spread it around so that it's somewhat even.
And there's a white for when you're.
Oh, thank you.
Make a mess.
Yeah, I actually pulled out a couple, so. There. Okay. Thank you, ma'am. And I'll just put these wet wipes over here because I know I'll need them. So let's see if I get a better dot now.
Well, you should.
Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, what a difference. So yeah, when you notice that you're having to struggle with your stamping a little bit, you just re-ink it. I'm just putting a bit of texture on there. Let's move over it while Jen's not here. So a tip to new stampers, remember that you don't have to smash your stamp right into your ink. Just give it a little tap because you don't want your ink to be all over your block.
A light little kiss, not.
What is it Connie Stewart says? Kiss the bunny.
Kiss the bunny.
Kiss the bunny.
I don't know. Yeah, you're not macking it up in the back seat.
There. Okay, so there's my little background. Yeah. Close this. And then this will pop onto here.
Oh yeah,
that would have
totally different.
Yeah, yep. For sure. So I'm going to glue that down, and then I'm going to find a sentiment. I really need to start going through those paper pumpkins in kits. I buy them because I love them, and then I get doing something and forget all about them. And
yeah, they're kind of the last thing to hit the table.
Well, that's like when I did that video the other day with the floral, you know, for the with the border guys the other day when I did that video.
Yep.
It's true. Like we got that stamp set on stage in Montreal in November. And because it was so close to Christmas, you really forget about.
Yeah, you just put it away because you got so much stuff on the go already.
Yeah, you forget about that, and then you're concentrating on Christmas. So it's really, you know, it's nice to sort of go through what you have and see, you know, things that you should be working on that you've totally missed. What did I do with my little?
This is also interesting. So when I look at the background of your.
Oh yeah, it's just a neoprene desk mat.
Yeah.
And it's great because, you know, if you're using photopolymer stamps, you should have a sponge-based.
Yeah, and so it's right there.
Base on it, but I don't need to because I have this. But if you don't have a neoprene, if you're just working on a tabletop, use your Stampin' Pierce mat. It's really gives you a nice, solid but squishy. If you get, sounds like an oxymoron, but it's a solid but squishy background to stamp on.
But squishy background. Try to show people where my idea is going here. So my idea is this. I don't have one, so I've gone over and I've borrowed something from your desk over here, but I won't take it apart.
Oh, okay.
But I was thinking that this would be an awesome.
Oh, you can take it apart. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. I don't need to. Just like that's where the gift card would end, and you could stick a gift card in there and tie it shut.
Yeah.
This is long because it's got the little tag for your key fob, which you wouldn't have on a gift card.
No.
So that's kind of my thought process there.
Well, that's great.
Put this.
Are you going to put? Or you're going to leave it as a little book?
I'm going to leave it so that you can just tie it closed, and then
and then a couple of glue dots or whatever on the.
I'm just gonna. I've got this wrapped around here, so I can tie it closed with the. Yeah, and you just put glue dots on the gift card
so you don't lose it.
Place,
yeah, good idea. Great idea.
You could also, if you're worried about that, you could pretty easily make just cut a little piece to go inside that would hold the gift card in place.
Yeah. Will this fit on here?
Sure.
It will. Happy birthday.
Oh, I just did that. Happy birthday.
I ordered the rhinos out of the new.
I did too.
the new
online
exclusives, and I'm so excited.
I know. I just all the animals. I have to have all the animals. Do I craft with all the animals all the time? No, just like I don't do it with my paper pumpkin either. But they're there if I should ever need them. Yeah. Great for quick, like whimsical or kids card.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited. So it's supposed to be here Tuesday.
Yeah, mine's.
I was a little late on the uptake. I didn't order them right away, but
no, me neither.
Oh, that's so cute. Close this.
But that's the challenge when you're working in small places is keep closing the ink, put it somewhere else.
Oh my gosh, you know what? I did a card. I had a class the other day, and I had the ink open on the desk or on the dining room table because I do it upstairs. And one of the classmates was looking at the card, and whenever I tried to demonstrate something, I would put the card laying down because I have them on these little stands. I got this idea from Jennifer, actually. You get these at Lee Valley.
Yep.
And I laid it over, and I laid the darn card right in the ink pad. I was like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's frustrating.
Yeah. But, oh well. I'll just use that. I'll keep it in my sample box as a sample.
Did you lay the whole front and everything, or just the back?
No, it's just on the back on the corner, but I wouldn't give it to anybody. Because...
No, but you could cut it off and just put it on and use it as a card front. Put on a new card.
Oh, I could. I never thought of that. Yeah.
If you need to. Or you can just keep it in your craft room forever.
Yeah. And just use it as inspiration, maybe. Grab my embellishment box here. Oh, sorry. I keep...
No, it's okay.
Let me see. What do we put in there? I've got the adhesive Milky Dots. I think that might work.
Oh, yeah.
The yellow ones. Or let's see, what else do I have? I have these left. I never use these. Well, I shouldn't say never, but not a lot. What do you think of that one?
That's good. Yeah.
So this was the...
What was that?
The leaf label
leaf
and
label.
amber gem combo. And I think this was in the July to December 2022 mini.
Yep.
And I never did use the little leaves. I have great intentions, but I don't always get there.
Well, that's the thing, right? You
Yeah.
see something, you think, oh, that'd be great.
Yeah.
It's not going bad. It's just paper.
Yeah. I can use them.
You can use them whenever you
at
want.
some point.
I have to be careful about the placement in this so that
I'm always amazed at people that can pick these up with their fingers and put them.
Oh yeah.
My nails are too long.
I can never paint my nails because that's how I make them work. They're really tweezers and everything.
Yeah.
Screwdrivers. So there.
Oh, that's really cute.
right? And then that will just open up and your gift card could be in there.
There. That's kind of cute.
Yeah, simple and nice. Yeah, those work well.
Yeah. So I have so many embellishments from the mini catalogs that I seem to stockpile them and then I don't use them. So I need to get that out of my head because they're so pretty. I don't want to use them.
I used to have that problem with the paper. That was my big issue for many years when I started
Paper hoarding.
I was really, I was too panicked about cutting it that I'd ruin the paper. What if that's not the right size? Now it's just
let her rip.
Was it Kylie Bertelli or whatever in Australia?
Bertucci.
Bertucci, is that what? Sorry, Kylie. Yeah, you know, chop it.
Chop it, love it. Love it, chop it.
Love it, chop it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I see that Bruno, her husband, is really into the card making. I can't convince.
He's definitely, I think they're like a partnership.
Yeah, for sure. I can't convince my husband to try stamping. He's not.
No, mine either.
He's not interested. I've tried a few times, but he's just like, no, it's okay.
Mine just says, I need a birthday card. He needs a birthday card actually right now.
Oh, yeah?
He needs one for a fellow, the head of IT at Leaguer that's turning 50.
Just a puppy.
Darn, is there a paper pumpkin that was based on telephones? Because he's giving him a vintage, like it works with today's systems, but an actual vintage dial telephone.
Oh, you're kidding. That's what we need for Glenn's mom. We were talking about that yesterday.
You can get anything on Amazon.
She forgets to put her phone back in the cradle to charge it.
Oh, yeah.
And then everybody gets all panicked because we can't get a hold of her. And in fact, my husband drove all the way to Quebec yesterday just to
make sure she was okay.
Show her how to.
Oh.
Well, he brought her lunch and had a beautiful visit with her. I wish I could have gone, but I had a couple of appointments with my quilting customers, and I couldn't. But he went and spent a few hours with her and brought her lunch and showed her how to hang up the phone. And of course, she was adamant, of course, that she hangs it up all the time, which she doesn't. But we're looking maybe to get her like a phone that you actually hang up and put it in a cradle, like the old-fashioned handset, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what this. I mean, this is literally that.
Mm-hmm.
It looks exactly like the phones used to look like when we were kids, and you have to
dial.
That you can get the push button ones too if that's easier. But then you have to hang up. And I'm thinking I'm going to get my mom one. She has an old one, from like a wall phone.
Oh,
that we took out of our house because we don't have a landline anymore. But she, in the last at Christmas, there's a couple things we figured out. First of all, it went with all these Bell 5 and all that stuff when your phone is over the internet as well.
Yeah.
There's a lifetime to how long that phone will work without battery backup. So keep that in mind if you decide if you have internet-based phones. She lost her phone on day 2, like after a couple hours. She's a talker, right? So she was just talking like. She was just talking like she would talk all the time because what else do you do when the power's out? And you're 80. Yeah. And 2 hours later, she didn't even have that phone anymore.
Hi, Donna. There's Donna. Thanks for coming. Donna.
Can you see us?
I'm going to get a white card base.
Okay.
And I'm going to do one of the alternatives that is actually on the instruction sheet.
Oh.
So
you mean one of the they have it.
They always have alternatives up here.
Yeah, there you go.
In the corner. So if you need inspiration to get you going on your alternatives, once you start making a few alternatives,
you just
go. Sorry about the shadow. It's easy to get going. So I'm going to grab a white card base. So when I do a white card base, I always use thick.
Oh, me too.
Basic white thick. I don't know why I keep getting those little bloops.
And it's your emails. They're just very popular.
Granny apple green. Ouch.
Don't do that again.
Ooh, I just hit my knee on the side of the desk here. Ooh.
Do not do that again.
Yeah, so I need to create my card base. And Donna's having eye issues at the moment. She says I can see fuzzy things. Well, that's good.
Seeing anything is good. Is it lunchtime for her, maybe?
Yeah, are you on lunch at work?
I'm making a mess.
So I was scoring on the short side at 4 1/4, which is half, and then I'm cutting it at 5 1/2 on the wide side to make 2 card bases, just in case you're wondering. Try not to hit you in the head.
Clunk.
And then I have. So let's see. That looks like granny apple green to me. Maybe it's old olive.
It probably is old olive, just very light old olive.
Alrighty, so I'm going to take I'm going to do it in granny apple.
You do whatever makes you happy.
So I'm going to just ink along here a little bit with my blending brush. That was easy.
There you go.
There you go. And I need a round sentiment circle. See, it's funny if you look at I can see the chat on the side of my screen here,
yeah.
but everything comes up twice. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, you said that before when I was commenting on
but
something.
It doesn't show up.
No, it's just you.
Double
it's not
to you
Facebook.
guys, it's just to me.
Well, as long as you know that's what it's doing. Then.
Yeah, that's right. It's not a biggie.
We're out here, Donna, figuring out video stuff. I need to decrease. Who's that? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, same here. Donna says she needs to decrease her stack of paper pumpkins.
She probably has a small stack. I'm just saying.
Well, I don't know if how long have you been doing paper pumpkin, Donna?
I've been doing paper pumpkin I got the first couple and then I got disenchanted with it and I left it because, like I said, there was only like 4 cards. It's really come a very, very long way.
Yeah.
And that was 10 years, right? So that would have been 2012.
Right.
2013, I guess.
You've been a demonstrator for 10 years?
Well, I've been a demonstrator. Well, what's it, 11?
11 now?
I think so. 2011. No, maybe even. Yeah, I don't know. It's been forever. But I signed up for Paper Pumpkin when it started, so that it's 10 years old now. So it would have been 2013 when it started. Mm-hmm. And the first few were lacking, but that's part of the growth of things, right? We said this isn't going to cut it, and Stampin' Up! Came back, and ever since then it's just gotten better and better and better. Every time I open it, I'm like, you get so many fabulous things.
Yeah.
But they had to start somewhere, and that's what they did. And so then I left it probably for maybe a year before I started up. But I bet you that means I have 100 paper pumpkin boxes.
Holy smokes.
Because, some of them I've gotten rid of. Some of them I've used as gifts, because the nice thing about a paper pumpkin box is, especially now that they've started wrapping in the plastic, sometimes people say, oh, why are they doing that? And it's like, well, now that box doesn't have stickers all over it. You can gift it. You can use it to give people things. If you turn it inside out, it's just a box, and I use it for Christmas and anything.
Oh, yes.
It just becomes part of your gift packing solutions.
Right. So what I'm doing now is I'm just stamping the watermelon in Memento, and I'm going to color it with my blends. And I'm using sweet sorbet and granny apple, old olive, not granny apple green. So old olive. And I'm going to fussy cut them out.
Look at you actually stamping.
Well, it is an alternative. So I'm doing one of the alternatives that they've suggested on the instruction sheet.
Uh-huh.
Are you having a thought?
Clearly, I'm not having a thought. Oh my goodness.
There we are. And then I'm just going to use the light old olive. It looks to me as if they, in the sample there, they actually did maybe watercolor pencils or blending brush or blending pens. And I'm just using this. Oh, Donna has 15.
That's 15.
Um,
I don't even want to count. I mean, there's at least 20 on my shelf just upstairs, and some of them I've used the boxes for, so that you might pull one off the shelf and it could have 5 paper pumpkin kits in there that are just crammed into the
Oh, is that right? Yeah.
But downstairs I have a big bin that it's, I mean, I probably don't actually still have 100, but it's definitely above 50. Definitely.
Yeah,
Well, you're above 50.
Probably, yeah.
Okay, so what am I going to do?
I need to do a total reorg in that closet. It's pretty scary. I did a big purge last year, but you can buy a lot of stuff between this year and last year.
It's a constant problem.
Donna says she stopped her. She's going to start again when she gets caught up.
Uh-oh, that's no fun. The nice part about Paper Pumpkin I like is that you can have it go. And you can stop every month.
Yeah.
Unless you see one
that you like.
And then you just make sure you.
suspend.
I always tell my people to put like a note on your calendar for the first of the month. And the reason I say the first of the month is because if you've ordered the Paper Pumpkin, so say, like we're in, February, or we're in March now. So we say, I have to have that March Paper Pumpkin, so I'm going to sign up.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure if I'm going to want April. I might just want the March. And so I put a note on the 1st of April, and you could recur it in your phone. I mean, we all have these things now. And
yeah.
And so then what happens is on the 1st of April, you will have received the March one. So you won't cancel too early thinking, okay, I've signed up, and then depending on when Stampin' Up! Actually does the run, you could screw it up and actually miss it because you cancel too soon.
Yeah.
So I say the 1st. If you cancel on the 1st, then you've got that Paper Pumpkin, and it's 10 days before the deadline of the next one.
Yeah.
And so you could just do that every month. You could look on the 1st of the month. Do I want the one that's going to come out on the 10th or not? Yep. And but then I also buy my whole, I've got the whole 12-month.
Oh, do you pre-purchase the annual?
I pre-purchase it during Celebration because There's a couple things. As a demonstrator, it's actually I haven't really done the math. I think it works out a little better on the customer side as well, because when you pre-purchase a 12-month subscription, it's in Canada it's $325. So you get 5 free celebration things if it's during celebration, and you get your 12th month of Paper Pumpkin free. Wow. And then on top of that, you get your demonstrator discount if you should happen to be a demonstrator.
Right.
So it is, if you're gonna do. Oh, are we out?
Our camera just died here, so let me just plug it in because I'm using an old iPhone. There, we'll have to give it a minute. Sorry, you guys. It'll come back in a sec.
There, but that being said, a 12-month prepaid subscription can last you a very long time if you're not getting them on, and every month. Like if you're signing them up, and you can just skip the month.
Yeah. Okay, so you're going to be looking at our.
And be looking at us.
Us for a few minutes until we get the camera.
So now I've got to decide where am I going. There we go. So I just used one of the sun stickers in the front of the.
I keep forgetting we have stickers here.
Yes, we have stickers.
Yeah. So what I did is I stamped out a couple of watermelon, and I colored them with my stamping lens, and I used Old Olive and Sweet Sorbet, and I stamped it in black. And then I fussy cut them. And then I'm just using a piece of retired black shimmery satin ribbon. And I'm doing this middle higher. There we are. This middle alternate card that they have on their instruction sheets.
Yeah, I find that that's the best deal for me, but then I get all the paper pumpkins, so it's no maintenance for me. But lots of people don't want to be able to pick and choose, and that's what I love about it. Is it's just there's no obligation. Cancel at any time, skip whatever you want.
Yeah. I like the fact that I get the paper pumpkin. I don't always love what the projects are, but having said that, if I don't like this one, wasn't really my style, but you know what, you start taking them apart and you make alternatives. And then this is what makes me happy, is that I can make alternatives and use up all my little bits and pieces, and I still enjoy my paper pumpkin. And even when you get the little like gift boxes and the treat boxes, I take those apart and I use the insides of those. There we go. Yay. Okay, back in business. All right, so I'm going to take my black ribbon and I'm going to pop it. Let me just look at the instructions there, how they have it. They just have it like this. So I'm going to grab a snail. Oh yeah, and I'm just going to make a line of snail there and pop this ribbon right on there. Like that. And I'm going to put I almost said pumpkins. I'm going to put my watermelon on dimensionals and pop them on.
Is anybody still with us now?
Yep, Susan. See?
Susan is with us. Does Susan have any ideas?
Yeah. Anything you want to see, Susan? We're pushing an hour and a half here.
Well, people can fast forward.
Well, yeah. Especially through where we didn't have any video. And I don't know. I mean, we kept talking throughout that, so I'm not sure how I can even.
Yeah, well, there you go. This will be the experiment. You can figure this is part
edit
of the
that right out. Yeah. And I'm gonna put this on there.
Or you can figure out different pictures you can hear us talking. You could.
Oh yeah.
You could add different visuals.
Yes.
Challenge.
I'm always up for a challenge.
As long as it's not a headache and you have a glass of wine.
There. It probably waits.
That would be my husband's.
Oh, is he home?
No. He's in Burlington and lots of ugly snow.
Snowy, yucky weather.
He's probably thinking, he always forgets one. He's probably just trying to call me because it's his lunchtime.
Oh.
He's a lunch in his office kind of guy.
Is he? That's not healthy, you know. He needs
Well,
to get
I mean, oh, he does. Gets out plenty. Lunch in his office is just fine. He's gonna be out tonight. He's going down to Niagara tonight, and we're I don't know if we're theoretically getting a third, fourth, a half dog, as I keep calling him.
What do you mean a half dog? Oh, a littler one? Oh, you're funny.
Like 10 pounds or something. I'm not sure, but anyway, we'll be later in the fall. I think. Very cute. That is super cute.
Very nice and basic, but
yeah,
using up my little bits. And then I think I'll. Well, that's pretty. I think I will use. Actually, I keep forgetting I have these stickers. I'm going to stick a watermelon sticker.
You gotta use the stickers.
Use the stickers if I can find them. What a mess! Holy Dinah. What do I do with my stickers? No idea. Anyway, oh, here they are. So I used up my watermelon sticker. There were 2 sheets of stickers.
There's 2 sheets of stickers, yeah. So I've used both of my sons, but if you wanted to just grab one here.
There we are. So I'm going to put my watermelon sticker on the inside.
There you go.
And then you can just write a little note on the inside like that.
That's super cute.
Yeah, it is cute. Okay, well, just to give you some ideas of what you can do with your paper pumpkins, you don't always have to follow the status quo. So let's
create on the fly.
And create on the fly like we did today. So let me just push some of this out of the way. What a mess.
I guess we can, lay them out a little bit.
So you can just,
there we go. Away you go.
I got that one.
Different ways to create backgrounds, different things to do that aren't even in the kit, just part of the stamps.
Yeah. And here's another one. Yeah. So just to show you, you know, paper pumpkin doesn't have to be just what's in the box. It's a box of possibilities. What do they call it?
The one-stop
shop.
Yeah, one-stop box for creativity. Yeah.
Oh yeah, one-stop box for creativity. You're so. I don't know how you remembered that. But anyway. Anyway, I'd like to thank you so much for joining. Let's go back to our main camera. Thank you so much for joining us. That was fun.
Thanks.
And thanks for coming.
Oh yeah, no, it's nice to be here.
All right,
it's good to craft together. Bye.
Thanks for coming.